for the most part, I didn't pursue relationships. I kind of stayed to myself. I definitely was one of those, you know how they say, like, saved and single and satisfied and all of that. It wasn't necessarily my testimony initially. I was just like, I guess I was waiting on the Lord for direction. Because the way traditionally that I've heard people getting married and doing things is, if the Lord doesn't tell you this person is your husband or this person is your wife, then you better not marry them. You can't marry them. So the Lord didn't tell me anything about anybody, so I'm like, can't marry them, can't really pursue any relationships and things.
Before JereMiya came to the picture, growing up I never had relationships. I never had boyfriends or anything. Like, I wasn't 10, I had like my own little boyfriend or anything. I didn't get into a relationship till I was around 18, 19 years old.
So it wasn't something that I really focused on. And I kind of just, you know, went living my life, just serving the Lord, growing, working, and then the Lord allowed me to move up this way, and then really allowed me to bond really close with the family. And in that, it really, I thought I had everything I needed. And I told the Lord, I was like, you know what? I don't need to get married. And I was like, oh, I wanted children or whatever, but whatever. I guess I won't have children, and I accepted that.
I'm fine being by myself. Like, I'm single. Like, I'll stay single for the rest of my life. Like, literally, when I say that I was done with relationships, I was done. Like, I was like, everybody else can get married and everything. I'm gonna be by myself. And it's one thing to say that, but then there's another thing to deep down know in yourself that this isn't gonna, like, I don't want this anymore. So I actually participated around 2013. I was one of the founders for for a purity movement, and it's called Ladies in Waiting. And as you've seen during the ceremony, that there were Naomi's, and you'll see on the pamphlet that you see like the Ladies in Waiting, bridesmaids, and everything. So I just wanted to kind of tell you a bit about that. Is that it was a purity movement that me and some of my other bridesmaids, we started because it was during a time when compromise was just running rampant through our church and nobody was holding a standard. So we created this movement to shine a light that there are still girls, there are still women out there who are still holding the standard, who are still, even if God doesn't desire you to get married, that you're still going to hold a standard until Jesus comes. You're going to elevate purity, in that it's okay to be different. It's okay to still hold on to something so precious and so dear.
I told the Lord, I don't really need nobody. I don't need to get married. As long as I can keep the family, then we're good. So I meant it, I believed it. I even told a couple people that. And then the Lord started telling me different than that. And I was like, really? I just made my declaration. I'm good. Like, I don't need nobody. But then he had different plans for me. And really one of the, I say the key changes in my mind that really helped me out was I found out just in the direction, like when a guy, a young guy or old guy, somebody is seeking a wife, how they have a choice in the matter. And it's something that I hadn't heard before. I always thought that if the Lord didn't specifically call out somebody for you, then you better stay single. And I didn't know that the Lord has given us wisdom, that obviously us being saved and in the church, we don't go out and marry heathens, but he's given us like scriptural principles and guiding wisdom to say, okay, you can go find a wife. But he also, that's not to say he can't pick somebody out. which the Lord, he kind of did both in my case. He like allowed me to have wisdom, but more so he picked Miya out for me. So I was still good either way.
So I would put up posts about ladies in waiting and how you want to be happy, you know, being single first before you try and like feel desperate to like get into a relationship, because you'll be sorry, because you'll go out and just get anything and everything. So that wasn't going to be my testimony. I wasn't going to be desperate for anybody. I was going to be like, oh, I have to have a man or anything. So I was purpose in my heart that I was just going to adopt. So I'm going to adopt like some little Chinese boy, some little Korean kid or something. And I'm going to get me a kitten and we going to be fine. Like when I tell you that was my dream goal, I was like, I'm gonna be set. Like I signed up for subscriptions for like adoption agencies. The Lord just does a curveball, like right there at me. All my plans disintegrated. And then JereMiya came along. So when JereMiya came to my life, all I saw him as a brother. He's a brother in Christ. He's cool. I didn't think about if he's attractive, or I didn't think about none of that kind of stuff. That was not in my heart or anything. So, so when he came along, and I actually started like talking to him and everything, I just thought he was a cool guy. Like he was a really, really cool guy, and he was fun. And me and him had like the same like different tastes and desires and things like that. So so over time, as we start to get to know each other, that's when I actually started, you know, having feelings for him. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel a little something for this guy, you know, because he's pretty legit. Good. We met at church. You need to make your posture.
Yeah, I feel like it's horrible. I feel like I'm slouched.
You're a really good child. Mm-hmm. You are short, child.
Sorry, Dad said out of 5. God bless you.
And she said you first.
She did.
She did. She
Oh
said,
my gosh!
Oh my
goodness.
And then she sent me into you. She said you first.
I want her to go first.
Why?
Because I did.
Because I don't remember exactly.
That's why I want you to go first.
What, because you don't remember either?
I'm really about to shoot.
We met at church.
What's up?
What? You know more? So in Gainesville, we met because of some big function between like our two churches were like coming together for like the first time.
We were in Miami, so it wasn't
Oh, now you want to talk.
See, exactly. See, I don't know.
One
I told them that.
perspective.
Everything looks the same to me, and everything, and that's when we met. Like everybody was up there from Miami and Hollywood. What? That is.
It's not what.
You see it? And he made me go first. I don't know.
It was 2013 that we first met. You all met our church in 2012, but I wasn't there. I heard all the good things. I heard all the good things about this church and how I missed out. And then I'm like, okay, they decided to come. A long name on that. And then I think that you all came down to the 5th Sunday in Miami, and that was my first time, I think, talking to Miya.
We actually talked.
Oh,
We actually talked.
she was with Lexi, and
Oh, we did. Oh yeah, I forgot. Go
I
ahead.
hate you.
Go ahead. I remember that clearly. No, I remember that.
So you were with Lexi, and then it was just real like small talk, like, oh hi, like I hugged Lexi, hugged you, said hi, and then that was pretty much it. It was like October probably 2013.
in that I love how he always smiles. He's always like really happy, and I just really love how he lets me be myself, and I just love.
So this is like 5 favorite things.
Yeah,
You're
it's
so
like
in love.
yeah, it's like it's not one thing. Like it's like a whole bunch of things all in one. It'd be like you give me like one subject and it's like 5 other under the same category.
Though my favorite thing about her, I think it's her heart. Just who she is as a person. I feel like that covers, like there's so many things about her that I like, and I always have trouble picking favorites of anything, except food. Chinese food is my favorite. But like, she has a lot to pick from, so it's hard to pick a favorite, but I would say her heart is definitely my favorite thing. I have to pick one.
We didn't start talking till he moved down here. That was around May-ish. So we started talking around like June, like beginning of June 2016. That's it. It was like beginning of June, right?
It's pretty good. It was like me, but yeah.
Well, let's say it's not officially 12 months. It's 11 months and some change.
Yeah, it's June.
Next week will be an entire year. So June 30th next week. So the day after our wedding, it'll be officially a year.
But the day of our wedding, because it was a leap year last year, it'll be 365 days. So it'll be a year.
That's nasty.
Basic day.
So I knew that he was the one when he completely turned my world upside down, because I have always been an introvert, and like I'm very antisocial, very like I can be by myself, I don't need nobody, you know. And then when he came along, all of a sudden I'm like, yo, why do I always want to be around him? Why I want to talk now, kind of thing. So I was always in my room, like with the family. I didn't know what was going on with the family because I was always in my room, almost to myself. But with him, I would come, the family would actually see me, like, because it's like, oh my God, JereMiya is here. So I stayed down with the family and everything the entire time. And, you know, I would start getting really, really tired around like 9:30 to 10 o'clock. But I would stay up until like 1, 2 a.m. just talking with him, just to like, oh my God, just to like spend extra time with him. Like knowing that he's there, it's like, I don't want to leave until he leaves, kind of thing. So it's like, that's how I knew that he was in love. Like he just completely turned Miya into somebody that she's never been before. And yeah.
Because, like I was saying, our story's not really traditional. And I remember last year, it was June 6th, the Lord told me about her. And he shared like just so many things about her and how she was the one for me. But that was him, you know, him saying it. And then it's like little by little, the things that he said, I would see how true they were. And I'll never forget, I remember Miya and I, we had went to Bonefish, and we were having a conversation at the table, and it got really intense, like in terms of her opening up and sharing things about herself that she had never like told anybody before. And it was at that moment that even though people would look at it as like a scar or something like, this is shameful, I can't like share that. It was at that moment that I was like, Lord, even her scar is beautiful. Like, this is something that connects us at like a deeper level. And I was like, okay, Lord, you know what you're doing. And then all the other stuff, he would just be like, I see other things about her. I'm like, oh, you did say that about her. But I think that was the turning point in our relationship where like her direct quote was like, holy crap, this got really real or something like that at the dinner table. So it was not the expectation, but it definitely, I think that was like the moment. Miya didn't want an engagement.
That's very true. I was very anti-engagement.
Yeah.
Very anti. Because okay, this is my whole thing. Look, this is my whole thing. We was already talking marriage. Stop. We were already talking marriage.
Yes, we was.
Come on, please. English isn't my first language. So.
About mixes.
So we were already talking about marriage and everything, and we even went to check out this venue and stuff. And we're telling people that we're gonna get married and stuff. We were thinking like August, September or something of this year, and so I felt like him proposing, it was just kind of weird, cause you propose when somebody doesn't know that, you know, you want to kind of go that way. So it's kind of like you've been dating for a while and then all of a sudden, bam, I want to propose to you, like I want to marry you. Not like, oh, we know that we're getting married kind of thing. So why are you moving the camera? Anyway, so that's why I was anti-engagement. Not that I didn't like engagements, proposals and stuff like that. It was just, I thought it was weird that we weren't traditional in the way that our relationship started. So yeah, that's why.
It's like, she told me if I proposed, she was gonna say no. If I got down on my knee, wherever we were, she would walk out and tell me no. And she was like, I said no, but you don't know. She was like, I know what I want. Nobody don't know what I want. Mom don't know what I want. Dad don't know what I want.
I declare, if you propose to me, I'm saying no.
Yep, she did.
I was very serious about this.
So because she was very serious about it for a while, I'm like, well, I guess I'm not gonna get embarrassed and propose to her. But really what I wanted, one of my motivating things is I wanted her to have a story. So I was like, I wanted to, you know, because people, that's the question they ask. How did he propose? How did you all meet? How did this go? So I was like, I don't want her to be in this awkward stage where she's like, we never really got engaged. We just end up getting married at some point. So I wanted to give her a story. So I enlisted the help of some faithful siblings. And then we started brainstorming just different ideas that were thoughtful and when we wanted, like how we can do everything. And I wanted to do it on December 29th. So I wanted it to be 6 months, like the halfway point between when we started dating initially and when we were going to get married. And I thought, I was like, man, do I want to like take her to like a beach? Do I want to walk and do something? I couldn't like think of what I really wanted. One of those surprise engagements where everybody's there. And I was like, no, I just wanted something really intimate and small and just, yeah. Well, I just wanted something with us. Yeah, I was like, I just wanted the moment between us. So I got, the camera lady's telling me I gotta hurry up. So then I I rented one of the cabanas there, and I set things up in the cabana, and I waited till after, like right when the sun was setting, and then I waited till like right when the sun was setting, and then I went and grabbed Miya, and I told her we were going out to eat somewhere, and then but before I wanted to stop by the clubhouse to look at something, so I'm like, oh, you want to just get out the car with me? She's like, oh, okay. So she's getting out. And
I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, she was like,
I'm like, out of all places, the poolside? Like, really? What in the world do you want to see at the poolside that you didn't just see like 4 hours ago when we was out here?
yeah. So I'm pretending like I lost or left something there. I'm like, did I leave it here? And I'm going around.
I'm like, now that I think about it, it was just poor acting.
Wow.
It was. It got me, but it was poor acting.
I was just looking. I don't know why I was nervous too, because I knew. Really?
You shaking?
No, I wasn't.
You were shaking.
You were crying. I was not shaking.
Good guy.
So I found. I told her we went into the cabana area, and then she looked, and
there was like flowers,
and then there was this card,
and the little
like a
message bottle.
thing.
He gave me like a little message bottle, and it had like a note inside, and I took it out and I read. I don't remember what it was, but it was talking about. It spelled out my name. It spelled out my name, like what was written on the letter and stuff, and it was really, really cute. It was really cute. I was like, oh. I didn't know that he was like proposing. I thought he was just doing it because he usually just does so sweet. So I was like, oh, he just got me some flowers and everything. And then he pulls out this black box, and I'm like, oh, heck no. So it's like my heart's like kind of racing and everything. Like I'm feeling all lovey-dovey in the air and stuff. And
got on my knee.
And he opened it up, and it was this big old diamond, and well, I forgot what it said. Oh my god, I don't remember the exact words on it.
On my knee, and I was like, would you marry me? And she.
I was laughing.
Were you laughing?
I was laughing because I was just in so much awe.
I think she was like.
I was like, oh my god! And I was
But
like,
it wasn't like a
no, not like
laughing
that.
at. It was like
It was just like
it turned quickly from like.
I was like, it was like an overwhelming,
yeah, like she was shocked.
I was
laughing,
shocked, kind of.
And then she went into like crying.
Yeah.
Then she was like, and I gave her a hug. She was like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't want this. And she was like, oh my god, and she was just crying. Need the sleeve.
He cried because I cried. It was cute. It was comfortable. It was like wrapping me tight. It was so good.